Good morning to all the students. This lesson is for class 10th for the subject of chemistry, topic electrolytes, which is covered in chapter 6, electrolysis, starting on page number 101 of your textbook titled Concise Chemistry by Selena Publication and is being submitted to you on 17th May 2021. This voice is of Mohinisha Thakur. All students may now please open page number 101 of your notebook in front of you. If all students are ready, then let us start with this chapter. All students may now please listen carefully. Most of the metals and alloys allow electricity to pass through them, in solid as well as in molten states. Therefore, they are called conductors. They conduct electricity due to the flow of electrons. Non-metals are non-conductors. In the same way, some chemical compounds conduct electric current in molten or aqueous state and get decomposed by the passage of electric current. These compounds are called electrolytes. So students, electrolytes are generally the salts in molten state or solutions of salts, solution of acids or alkalis. The chemical compounds which do not allow electric current to pass through them in molten or aqueous state are called non-electrolytes. So non-electrolytes are the compounds which do not have ions and contain only molecules. Now, there are two types of electrolytes. Let us discuss this. One is a strong electrolytes and second is a weak electrolytes. So what is strong electrolytes? They get dissociated almost completely and produce large number of free ions. Example, NaCl. On dissociating the NaCl, it will produce Na positive plus Cl negative. That is a large number of free ions. Similarly, on dissociating the sulfuric acid, it will produce a large number of ions, which is of 2H positive and SO4 2 negative. Here in the strong electrolyte, mostly ions are present, so they are good conductors of electricity. Whereas in the weak electrolytes, what are the weak electrolytes? These are only partially dissociated in molten or aqueous state. Example, acetic acid. CH3COOH on dissociating, it will dissociate as CH3COO negative plus H positive. Here, some molecules of acetic acid break to produce ions while some do not break. So, they produce less number of ions. They are poor conductors of electricity. Now, we will discuss the term electrolysis. So, what is electrolysis? Students, when direct electric current is passed through a chemical compound, it decomposes in aqueous solution or molten state. This process is called electrolysis. This chemical compound is called electrolyte. For electrolysis, we require a non-conducting vessel in which we take the electrolyte. Two metal plates or wires that act as an electrode, an outside source of electricity which is battery. Let us try to understand this by the electrolysis of molten sodium chloride, which is NaCl. Here the diagram is drawn on the page number 3 of the notes, which is sent on 17th May 2021. There are two electrodes are present, that is anode and cathode. Anode is the left hand side, which is a positive electrode, and cathode is the right hand side, which is a negative charge. and here is a electrolytic battery, electrolyte, which is a chemical substance, which is a molten NaCl, and the battery is attached, positive terminal. Now, molten NaCl dissociate into anions, negative ions, and cations, positive ions. That is, NaCl give Na positive plus Cl negative. When current is passed, turned on the cations, move towards cathode, turned on the cation, move towards cathode, and anion move towards anode, because the positive charge move towards negative charge and negative will attract to positive. So the cations get reduced at cathode, whereas the anions get oxidized at anode. At cathode, Na positive will get 1 electron, that is a Na metal. The cation gains electrons at cathode to become neutral atoms, whereas in the anode, oxidation will take place, that is Cl will lose 1 electron and become Cl. At cathode, the anions lose electrons at anode to become neutral atoms. Slowly, all the Na positive get reduced to sodium and get deposited at cathode, where as all the Cl negative get oxidized to chlorine gas, this gas is released at the anode. Now, the process of electrolysis is a redox reaction. So, students, during electrolysis, oxidation takes place at anode, whereas reduction takes place at cathode. We know that when oxidation and reduction take place simultaneously, the phenomena is called as redox process. So, electrolytes produce ions by electrolytic dissociation or ionization. So, what is dissociation and ionization? The dissociation is the ions present in the ionic compounds get separated in aqueous and molten state. This is called dissociation. Whereas in ionization, polar covalent compounds contain molecules, but when they are dissolved in water, which is aqueous state, they produce positively or negatively charged ions. In dissociation, all ionic compounds show dissociation like NaCl, KCl, right? Whereas in ionization, HCl will show ionization. It will form ions. HCl, on passing the electrolysis, by passing the electric current, it will dissociate, ionize into H positive and Cl negative ions. Now I will give you three very short questions. You will get a 3 minutes break to write the answers in your chemistry notebook. So the questions are: question number 1, give 2 examples of conductors. Question number 2, in electrolysis, molten NaCl dissociates into dash and dash. And the last question number 3 is, give an example of ionization. Students, now pause this audio for 3 minutes and write the answers in your chemistry notebook. I hope you all have written the answers by now. Let us take the answers now. So answer number 1 is copper, an aqueous solution of NaCl. Answer number 2, anions and cations. Answer number 3, HCl. In the presence of H2O will ionize H positive and Cl negative. With this, I am ending the today's lesson. So instructions and homework are: students, please read the chapter and the given material thoroughly. Read all the definitions and differences table very carefully. Do the in-text questions given on page 107 of your book. Thank you and have a nice day.